Who needs a superhero? Chapter 1, Superman Saving Son from Above. Part 3. Man of Steel, Son of Earth. From the very beginning and through all the changes over the decades, Superman's mission was clear: to save the world. Whether intentional or accidental or providential, the parallels between the Kryptonians' beginnings and those of Jesus are undeniable. Let's look at the profound similarities between the Galilean that lie deeply embedded in the story and character of Superman. A promotional blurb for 1978 Superman movie sounds almost scriptural. Marlon Brando as Jor-El, who gave his only son to save the world. Superman arrives in this world as Kal-El and comes from the heavens, sent by his father to a planet desperately in need of his help. In the same manner, Jesus is sent from heaven by his father. Both babies arrived miraculously, one by rocket ship, the other through a virgin birth. Great danger attends both events: exploding planets and crashing rockets in Superman case. Herod's murderous soldiers in Jesus' case. Joseph and Mary welcome Jesus. They are good, pious? I wouldn't think they would be pious. Working class people who recognize the unlikely arrival as a gift from God. Like the Kents, Mary and Joseph raise their mysterious child as if they were their own. But in fact, he belongs to the world. Jesus grows up in a small town obscurity. When he reaches manhood, he leaves Nazareth and makes his way eventually to Jerusalem, the ancient metropolis where his destiny awaits him. Sounds familiar? More parallels can be found in each man's story. On the way to Jerusalem, Jesus reveals powers that set him apart from others. He works wonders no one else can. He walks on the surface of the sea. He commands the weather. He turns water into wine. Yet his unearthly power is tempered by sheer goodness. He uses his power not for his own gain, but for the sake of people in need. He casts out demons, gives sight to the blind, feeds the hungry, heals every kind of illness, and even raises the dead. Power is probably the most distinctive quality associated with Superman in the popular mind. The extent of Superman's abilities has yo-yoed through the years, depending on the whims of writers and the dictates of editors. The Man of Steel probably hit his peak in the 1960s when he pushed around planets. The old guy isn't quite so formidable these days, but neither is he a pushover. Superman flies at supersonic speeds, lifts airliners without a breaking sweat, is invulnerable to attack by any conventional weapon, even nuclear arms, can see molecules and distant planets with equal clarity, and peers through mountains or vaporizes steel girders in a single glance. Traditionally, Superman has two absolute weaknesses: magic and kryptonite. He operates in a scientific world and is undone by magical arts that defy natural law. And when Superman's native planet exploded, the fragments were converted into radioactive mineral that is deadly to him. Even in the world of comic books, reality magic is rare. When kryptonite is harder to find than a mint copy of Action Comics #1. For all practical purposes, Superman is invincible and unstoppable. Actually, I don't think it's all that hard to find kryptonite. I seem to find it easy enough in the comics. But that's my never so humble opinion. A thoughtful reading of the Superman saga raises two unavoidable questions about the character. If Superman is really that powerful, why doesn't he rule the world? And if Superman is really that good, a question tackled more in Chapter 5, why doesn't he save the world? Frankly, any thoughtful observer of the life of life will inevitably ask similar questions about Jesus Christ. If Jesus is as powerful and as loving as the Bible describes, why is the world such a mess? If Jesus truly reigns, as the church claims, why do suffering and injustice still loom so large in the human story? Our discussion of Superman will shed some light on the problem. And that is the end of this portion. We'll be back shortly for part 4, to use or lose the power, for the Saving Sun of Krypton. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye for now. Have a great and wonderful day. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, and share. We will see you later. Bye for now. God bless.